Could you please elaborate a bit on what you had in mind when you mentioned the concerns or points to be considered regarding colleagues?
Right. So again, this is a really vast topic, and I'm going to try and see how I can distill the essence of the various thoughts and research that have been going on and that I have also referred to across. So firstly, when we look at teams, so working as managers and teams, adapting to these new ways of working together. So there's a lot of difference that one has to figure out in terms of managing and mentoring. So when we're talking about this mentoring from far, and you're talking about doing these video conferences, we need to make sure that these kinds of video conferences, there is some level of informality, some level of levity and camaraderie is brought in through a shared purpose so that people can, get to bond better. Of course, then along with this, the old, annual team building exercises will become more important, and we'll have to figure out how multiple team exercises have to take place. Then if you touch upon structure, for instance, so remote working actually amplifies if there is any lack of clarity or difficulty in navigating the organization. So this is where small to mid-sized companies that have already learned how to work in small team structures and designed around the outcome-based approach, these companies will do much better than large companies that have been structured in a siloed manner. And then technology, of course, that's a very important aspect, right? So, of course, you need to have the basic reliable bandwidth and power solutions made available to people working from remote. That's at the minimum. And then on top of that, all the necessary performance and productivity tools like Jira, Git, etc. But over this, the other collaboration tools with regards to communication, content creation, backlog management, and even there are tools now for enabling better dissipation or assimilation of team culture. Those kinds of tools will also need to be adapted, and people have to be comfortable with them. And then overarching above all this is robust security, because now we've already started seeing how attacks on remote working have started taking place. So that's another huge topic to continue to delve on, but I'll continue to another aspect is process. So now process approach becomes even more important than before. Establishing a clear cadence of scheduled daily and weekly meetings is really crucial for remote working. And this usually requires a culture shift. And managers must adapt to dealing with more ambiguity. And of course, Agile will now be the order of the day, and importance of Scrum Masters will grow.